Welcome guys to the Meet Damien channel. Congratulations to the Bitcoin investors. You guys are up in the green, up 4% today, and you're looking at $101,000 Bitcoin all over again. All over again. Congratulations guys. I hope you guys were able to make some money. If not, you know, we'll see what kind of cryptocurrencies we can be able to get into to help us make some money and get some gains this year. All right. Even though Bitcoin's at $101,000 right now, I do see some opportunities out there in altcoins for people to play catch up and try to make some money. But let's take a look at the altcoins here real quick. Okay. You'll see here, I got my little watch list here. I got Bitcoin up 4% today, Solana up 8%, Sui up 17%. Sui having a crazy week. Ethereum up 13% today. XRP, everybody's beloved XRP, is up 5.7% today. Aptos up almost 9%. AVAX up 9%. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are having some banner days and weeks here. You know, we got virtual cryptocurrency up 26%. AI16Z up 16%. The list goes on with the double-digit gains for today. And I'm also eyeballing the price of gold because I am actually in a short trade on gold. You know, with the bit of good news that we got from Donald Trump doing a trade deal with the United Kingdom, that signaled to the markets here that we are actually in risk on, and risk off should be, you know, be shorted right now, or not really the trade to be in. So, you know, there's always been a debate about Bitcoin and gold and whether or not Bitcoin is risk on or risk off. I feel like Bitcoin is actually risk on for the most part, and gold is risk off. And because now we're entering risk on, money is now leaving gold right now, as you can see, at 3,300 bucks. And I believe some of that money is going into Bitcoin right now and crypto. But let's get back into Bitcoin here, okay? And yeah, we will see where Bitcoin might go next. If you guys have been following my live streams here and watching the channel, the Meet Damien channel, you'll know that Bitcoin, you know, we've been eyeballing about $102,000 as a price target, and Bitcoin's getting closer. It's only about $1,000 away from that area. $102,000 is the price target where I think we might get some resistance. Bitcoin might chill out for a second here at the $102,000 level. Also, if I turn on the VRVP, watch what happens, okay? When I turn on the VRVP, the volume range visual profile, which is these green and red bars over to the right, it is showing that the value area high, that white line, is at $102,000. So we're very close to seeing Bitcoin kind of like chill out for a little bit. we might even get rejected or lose the 102K level to come back down to below 100K. So that way, you know, the late longs, the people who decide to show up late to the party, can also get some Bitcoin below 100K. But man, if we just continue on the pace that we're going, we're probably going to see Bitcoin go higher than 102K. We're probably going to see it probably hit this next high volume node here at 105K. Okay, is what I'm eyeballing. And then we got the all-time high at $109,000 Bitcoin, right? Which we did back when Donald Trump got inaugurated in January. Okay, but using my Fibonacci analysis here, if we continue going higher than $109,000, then I have the 1618 saying that Bitcoin should get up to $132,000. So there's still some room to go on this cryptocurrency. Okay, Bitcoin might just be getting started here. The whole sell in May and go away narrative does not seem to be applicable to Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is telling you guys to come on board, come join the party here. You know, with it being up $4,000 in one day, man, I remember when Bitcoin used to be only $3,000. Now it goes up $4,000 in one day. Okay, I first got into Bitcoin in 2017 when it was at $3,000. I actually bought like 1.25 Bitcoins at the time because I put like $5 grand into it or something like that. And here we are with Bitcoin at $101,000. Okay, so yeah, I did all right. I did all right. And I'm hoping you guys are doing all right. How's everybody doing out there? Let me know if you have any altcoins you want me to take a look at. I see I have a question here. Mara's asking if will Bitcoin have a pullback to 80, 90K? We could take a look at that. We could definitely take a look at that. Let's just look at using the VRVP here since I have it up, and then I'll look at the moving averages here. If Bitcoin loses its momentum and starts to fall down for whatever reason, it should treat this blue line, this POC, as a point of control where there should be some support, a lot of support at $96,000, $97,000 Bitcoin. Okay, so I would try to buy Bitcoin at $97,000 if you can get it for that price again. Okay, because a lot of people bought Bitcoin in December, going into January, and even in February, people were buying Bitcoin at $96,000, $97,000, and everybody that bought at that area, they're now at break even. They actually have profit now. Okay, so they're probably not going to sell their Bitcoin now that they're back in profit. But maybe they might get a little bit scared if they see the price go down to $96,000, and maybe they sell that $96,000 Bitcoin to you. Okay, so yeah, we could have a pullback, and it could come down to $96,000. Now let me get rid of that VRVP here real quick, okay? Because what we were eyeing for support before we broke through $97,000 like it was nothing, okay? We were looking at this 100-day moving average, this blue line here, at $92,900, basically 93K. Bitcoin could come down to 93K, and I think it's going to get support from that, as well as getting support from this white EMA. The 21 EMA should give support at 93K, so you might not be able to see Bitcoin go below $93,000 because you got a lot of support built up at $90,000 now. Okay, and this, I mean, we might have just said goodbye to $90,000 forever. All right, just like we'll probably never see $9,000 Bitcoin again. We might not ever see $90,000 Bitcoin. Okay, but I'm glad you guys came on to the live stream here to come take a look at the price action with me. I'm currently in a trade on gold right now, shorting gold, because I think a lot of people are going to be selling their gold to get into Bitcoin now, now that Bitcoin is making moves. And right now, let's see, the price of gold is currently at $3,300. I got to check that every now and then, because I'm thinking that gold is going to come down to like $32.70 or $32.80, and I want to be able to cash out at that area. But yeah, we'll take a look at some other cryptocurrencies here. Let's take a look at the Solana, okay? And I think we'll take a look at Ripple after that. Let's see. We got a comment here. Rex is saying, never see 90,000 Bitcoin again. We'll see 90,000 later this summer. Hey, you know, it could be a possibility. I'm just saying, like, the opportunity to buy Bitcoin at $90,000 or below that window of opportunity is closing really, really quickly here, and we might not be able to see it again. That's all I'm saying. All right, but it could happen. There's no guarantees in this business. Prices go up and they go down, but they go up for the most part over a long period of time here. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Right now we're looking at Solana. Solana's currently trading at $159.77. I noticed that Solana was in kind of like a downtrend. I put a yellow line here, indicating the downtrend that Solana was in, but it actually broke through that downtrend, where where we topped out on Friday, April 25th at $157. We're now above that level, so good to see that with Solana. I think Solana has opportunity to go up to higher prices here. This might be a coin you guys might want to get into if you felt like you missed out on Bitcoin. I think Solana is going to play catch up. It's going to be one of the first coins to play catch up and try to get to all-time highs, like Bitcoin did. There's really no cryptocurrency out there besides, I think, maybe. Yeah, almost all the cryptocurrencies are below their all-time highs, so there's definitely some room to go. Bitcoin's the one that's getting close to its all-time high and getting everybody excited here. But going back to Solana, I did do a Fibonacci analysis when we measured from 157 bucks down to like $95 here, okay, on Solana. And my upside price target on Solana on the 1618 fib level is 195 bucks. Okay, we could see Solana get up to 195 bucks, but before it does that, it might actually get some resistance from this 100-day moving average. This blue line could provide some resistance at $171. Okay, we got $171 as a possible resistance level for Solana. Then the next one would probably be $180. I know everybody's looking at that $180 level for Solana. That probably is going to be where Solana kind of chills out after Bitcoin decides to chill out. Because if Bitcoin continues going up, then Solana is going to try to play catch up with Bitcoin. Okay. So that's the upside targets for Solana. I really don't think we need to get into downside targets because this looks like we just created a higher low here, and we're probably going to go sideways instead of going down on Solana. I mean, look, we're continuing to going up. We're at 160 bucks with Solana. Okay. But if Solana does decide to pull back, it might retest this $144 level, this 0.786 retracement level. This blue area could be where Solana comes back to, just as a retest, just to gather more support before it goes up to higher prices. It would be interesting if Solana does lose this $140 level and comes down to the $134 or $126 level. Those are some levels where you would be very lucky to scoop up some cheap Solana if it does go back down to 134 bucks or 126. But I think we're onward and upward and heading to 180 bucks for Solana, at least in the meantime. Let's go ahead and take a look at XRP, and then we'll look at the SUI, because SUI is actually doing pretty well. Doing better than a lot of these other cryptocurrencies, to be honest. A lot of money's pouring into SUI right now. But looks like XRP is trading at $2.24. I have said in past live streams and videos here that, we need to see XRP get above this resistance at $2.40 and $2.50. Once XRP gets above that level, it could be off to the races where we could see XRP get up to like $3. Okay. And that's because if I turn on the VRVP here real quick, and I let this thing kind of calculate the data, okay? Actually, I got too much data. Let me just zoom in here a little bit. But yeah, if I let this thing recalculate, you're going to see that we have a steep drop in volume. After we get past the point POC at like 235, 240, you're going to see XRP make a quick move up to $3, where the value area high is sitting at like almost $3.14 would be the reasonable target for XRP if XRP continues to be bullish here. I think that's possible because we saw XRP get up to like $3 on March 2nd here, It was trading at $2.17, and it went to $3 in one day, up 34% in one day. So I think the same thing could happen all over again for XRP, especially if we get some good news. If XRP gets that spot ETF in America, we could probably see XRP go to $3 in the blink of a moment, in the blink of an eye. I think I got a request here from Steen saying AXGT. Okay, we'll take a look at AXGT. Hopefully it's doing better than Sui, because Sui is going to be the next one I was going to look at. But yeah, let's look at AXGT since you mentioned it. Okay. Is that shorting? I don't know. Is that a stock or a crypto? And did you spell that right? AXGT? Because I have AXGT as like it's shorting something. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to short something here? Because I can't pull that up. I feel like there's some missing letters there. Oh, it's a crypto? Axon? Okay. Alright, thank you for clarification on that. Alright. USD. I believe this is the ticker symbol you want me to look at. AXS. Is that the one? $2.58 is what it's trading at. Up 12% today. Let me know. Let me know if that's the one you want me to look at. No, you say no. Okay. Axon, is it Axon DAO? Let me try that one more time here. Axon DAO governance token. All right, AXGT. This has got to be the one that you're talking about. Looks like this one's trading at 12%, 12 cents, and it's up 18%. Let me get rid of this crazy VRVP data here. This one, right? I'm just eyeballing this chart here. Hopefully I got the right one for you. All right, yep. Okay, Axon DAO governance, yep. So we're looking at Axon DAO governance token. This one's trading at 12 cents, up 18% today. And it looks like you are trying to form a bottom here, as a lot of these other cryptocurrencies are trying to do as well. And what I want to see for me to become more bullish on this cryptocurrency is I want to see it get above the most notable high here, the most recent notable high of like 15.5 cents, so maybe like 16 cents. Once this thing gets above 16 cents, it might be off to the races. You'll know that you actually made a higher high. You might get some resistance from this 50-day moving average that's coming down. 50-day moving average is sitting at roughly 13, almost 14 cents here. So there might be some resistance at 14 cents. Also, I think that's where you kind of like topped out here around April 22nd. Yeah, you got as high as like 14 cents. So 14 cents, anywhere between 14 to like 16 cents is going to be some resistance for this cryptocurrency as it continues climbing up to higher prices. But once it gets past those levels there, then your next moving average that's going to give you resistance is the 100-day, this blue line sitting at 19 cents. And then, of course, a lot of investors that are in this token, professional traders, are going to be eyeballing that 200-day moving average, which could provide some resistance at 21 cents. So this thing could probably go up to 21 cents and finally chill out a little bit. And you basically doubled your money. What I do like looking at the oscillators and indicators here is you do have some green showing up on the MACD. So you're getting a little bit of a MACD flip on the daily chart here. Okay, so it could be just getting started on its bull run here. Okay, stochastic RSI is also pretty low. And all this data computes to a green dot on the market cipher B indicator here. This is kind of like a cheat sheet. This is telling you that, hey, now's a good time to buy Axon DAO governance token, AXGT. Okay, I'm not quite sure what what kind of crypto exchange you could get this coin off of. If you don't mind telling me, where could you buy this cryptocurrency? If one of my streamers and viewers wants to actually get into this token, this seems to be a relatively good area to be buying. Looks like it bottomed out. It's almost you're getting the prices the same kind of. You're getting basically the same price that other investors bought at back in August of 2024. So that's good to see. This would be a buy zone in my opinion. And I'll turn on the VRVP. See what the VRVP is saying. Wow. Okay, VRVP. I'm gonna have to like squinch this up a little bit, pinch it a little bit. But the POC, a lot of people bought this coin at 38 cents. A lot of people are underwater right now, so there might not be any selling pressure until you get to 38 cents. And once you do that, you basically tripled your money in this coin. Okay, you might get some resistance. Like I said, probably significant resistance going to be at like 22, 21 cents, right where the moving averages are at. But after that, there's a gap, and then you might get some resistance at 28 cents, and then you get some more gaps here, and then 38 cents will probably be your ultimate take profit target. You should definitely be considering selling. You basically triple your money if it gets up to 38 cents. Oh, you get it on Coinbase wallet? Okay. Anybody that's interested in Axon DAO, my friend, my buddy here, Stein, says you can get it on Coinbase wallet. So it's probably in the decentralized exchange world. You're gonna have to like go on Coinbase wallet for the newbies, or figure out a way to do it with a decentralized exchange, possibly like Uniswap. I'm guessing, or yeah, probably Uniswap to be honest. Okay. Let's look at Sui now. Thank you for that request, Stein. Don't forget to hit the follow button if you haven't already. I feel like you're big on cryptos. If you're doing decentralized exchanges and Coinbase wallet, then you probably want to come on this channel because I got some good technical analysis for you. So yeah, here we are. We're looking at Sui. And Sui is currently trading at 394, having a crazy awesome day. Up 18%, almost at $4. Did we hit $4? I'm gonna have to zoom in here a little bit on the charts here. Forgive me as I get acclimated with the chart here. Sui got as high as $3.96 on Coinbase here. This is data coming off a Coinbase exchange. Sui's probably going to do some amazing, awesome things here because I see this 21 EMA, this white line, is about to cross the 200 moving average. That 200 moving average is sitting at $3.27. $3.27 is going to be a good support area, which it has been a support area as Sui kind of like traded sideways for like the last week or two here. But we're going to get a cross of that 200-day moving average, and that's going to send us even higher when that does happen. Usually it does, especially on the daily time frame here. And then the other thing that's kind of getting me excited about Sui is this MACD. Even though the buying pressure came down, right? We got a little bit of red candles here on the MACD. And now we're getting another green candle just now. And this thing could go back to having green all the way until the end of May, right? And yeah, I mean, that's going to cause the RSI to get overheated and overbought. We are already overbought on Sui, but Sui is one of those amazing cryptocurrencies that can actually stay overbought for a while. So yeah, I think Sui is going to have a banner month here. We could see a $5 Sui later on in May, to be honest with you. Because just using my Fibonacci analysis here, measuring from where we topped out at like 387 on Sui, and I measured down to like $2. It's saying that the 1618 says that Sui could be $4.97. It doesn't really tell us when. It just says that it could do it. Okay. If the Fibonacci node plays out here, that extension at $4.97. And I mean, the other thing that Sui has going for it, right, even though the RSI is overbought, the stochastic RSI is crazy low right now. So this thing is just getting started on its amazingness right here. Okay, and then on top of that, my little cheat sheet, Market Cipher B, right, with the green and red dots. You know, red means sell, green means buy. You just got a buy dot today. It's saying that, hey, you should be buying Stewie right now, even though it's up 18%. It's just getting started here, and as crazy as that might sound, Stewie's gonna be the reasons why you hear people bragging about making a lot of money in crypto, because Stewie's gonna be doing that for them. I'm suspecting here. I see I got a request here for XYO on Coinbase. Okay. Yep, we could take a look at that. Appreciate the request there. Why not? Let's take a look at the XYO. Let's take a look at XYO. Guys, I was thinking about doing some live trading here. So you guys can see me trade some futures. Let me know if that sounds like a good idea. Let me know in the comments if you guys think I should do some live trading. Try to make some money here. Right now, I'm currently in a short on gold. Just a small one. But yeah, here we are. We're looking at XYO now. XYO is currently at 0.013 pennies, a little bit over a penny, up 7% today. I have done some previous chart work. I believe someone requested this before on me. Let me go ahead and clean the charts up a little bit here. I'll get rid of the moving averages as well. So we're kind of looking at almost a naked chart. I still got my indicators here. This thing has seen better days, obviously, back here in December, when this thing got as high as 4.5 cents. So that's like the high water mark there. That's why I basically on my Fibonacci here, right? I think I measured. No, and actually I didn't. But I could do another Fibonacci for that. Okay. So we saw this thing get as high as 4.5 cents, and then the low here at 0.007 pennies. Okay. So let's do a quick Fibonacci on that. See what this thing could go from 4.5 cents down to 0.007, I think we said. Okay. So looking at the Fibonacci on this thing, we would want to see a retracement back to the 0.236 level at 0.015 pennies. I think we're heading in that direction. That might be some resistance. Anybody that's trading Fibonacci is probably going to want to start selling at that level. But then the next level after that would be the 0.382 at 2 cents here. Okay. And we would want to eventually see the golden pocket retracement at 0.618 retracement level. And that's about roughly 3 pennies. So this thing could be a triple in price at some point. Maybe even a quadruple if it just get back to where it was in December of 2024. But yeah, let's look at this. Let's look at the VRVP here, and we'll see if there's any resistance as we climb up to higher prices. Turning on the VRVP. VRVP is saying that the POC blue line is at oh, it just changed on me. Okay. Take that back. All right. But right now, I can just tell you that we're above the POC now. And the high volume node above us is at basically 2 pennies. So 2 pennies could be a good take profit area for XYO. And then after that, if you really want to stay in the trade, you might get rewarded for staying in there. And you got a gap. And then you probably won't see any resistance until you get to this white line at 2.5 pennies. So 2.5 pennies might be another reasonable price target for XYO. And then if XYO, if you still want to stay in the trade, then you got some more resistance at 3 pennies. Let's see, I got OMS in the YouTube chat here. He's saying, do I think Bitcoin will fill the CME gap at 91K? And you want me to review Tao and Pixel? Okay, we could probably take a look at those. Appreciate you coming into the live stream here. So let me give you my thoughts about Bitcoin. I already covered Bitcoin in the beginning of the live stream, but I know some of you guys showed up towards the middle here. Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin, if it does start to lose this momentum, we're looking at Bitcoin now, it could come back to the POC on this VRVP here that we're looking at. The POC, the point of control, is what POC stands for. Is where the highest volume is at. A lot of people bought Bitcoin at $96,000, $97,000 in that area. We should get support at that area, so we might not be able to fill that CME gap at 91K. Okay. I understand that you're eyeballing 91K because the CME gap says that, but that doesn't mean that it has to get filled. It most likely will get filled, but that could happen a few weeks, a few months. You know, there's a guy here in the live stream that says he thinks Bitcoin could go back to 90K in the summer at some point. So maybe that's when we hit 90K. But let me go ahead and turn the moving averages here so you can see where the other support is going to be coming from for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin loses its momentum and comes down back into the 90K area again, we do have the 100-day moving average. This blue line should be giving support at like 93K. Okay. 93K should be a good support for Bitcoin. And then also, yeah, if we lose that 100-day moving average, then we might come down to 91K, and that's where the 200-day moving average is sitting at. So I think, yeah, 91K could get filled. If we lose momentum, if something bad happens, I don't know what that bad thing might be, but the way things are looking, with trade deals, if we get these trade deals, we already got one with the UK for the United States and the United Kingdom. But that's just a small trade deal. And look what the markets are doing as soon as they heard, hey, there's a trade deal. And it's not even a big one. Wait until we get a trade deal with like Japan, okay? Or a trade deal with Mexico and Canada, okay? What is that going to do to the markets? It's probably going to send the markets higher, and Bitcoin and crypto is going to go flying as well when we get those bit of good news. And then once we get those trade deals in, it's going to allow the Federal Reserve, the FOMC, and Jerome Powell to start focusing on unemployment versus their focus on fighting inflation right now. Because once we get rid of these tariffs, then we don't have to worry about inflation anymore, and then we can start focusing on unemployment, and then they can start cutting interest rates. And then when they do cut interest rates, what is that going to do to Bitcoin and crypto? You know, it's going to send the prices back up. So I really don't know if we're going to go down to $91,000 with you know, the way things are right now and the way things could go forward. We need more bad news to take us down to 91K. Yeah, in United Kingdom, they cut their interest rates, and then China cut their interest rates. So like all around the world, like countries are cutting their interest rates, and you know, just to keep their economies afloat here, and that's gonna cause price of Bitcoin and price of gold to go up. Okay, let me just I'm eyeballing gold because I actually am shorting gold right now. So let's see. Yeah, gold is it's at $3,300 right now, 3304. I think gold could actually come down. I'm looking at my trade right now. I saw gold lose some of the moving averages here, and this was almost like a bear flag to me. So I just measured the measured move of the previous impulse down move. All I did was this. I took this. Okay, we went down like that. Okay, that means if we continue to trend, we can go down like this again. Okay, and this is telling me that the price of gold could come down to like 32.73, that blue number right there. Okay, so I'm trying to short gold until it heads down to basically 32.70 is when I want to take profits on my my short on gold. Okay, but yeah, I gotta keep an eye out on this. I could do a split screen, right, where I'm looking at gold and looking at Bitcoin, right? So it looks something like this, where, you know, I can look at Bitcoin to the left here, and I can look at the gold to the right here, and I can keep tabs on it. But yeah, I mean, for the purpose of this live stream here, I'll just stick to the single screen here, and we can still talk about crypto here. Let's see if I got any more requests. Thank you, Jeff, for liking the live stream. Appreciate that. Guys, don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, so we can get more people to come join the live stream here and grow this community. I'm trying to grow my my Meet Damien community. I'm doing pretty well on TikTok, but I'm trying to get more YouTube subscribers here. Maybe you guys on TikTok, if you guys want to come find me on YouTube, I do YouTube as well. Okay, I got like almost like 4,000 TikTok subscribers, and I think it's time for some of you guys to start saying hi to me on on YouTube. This is the Meet Damien YouTube channel here. Okay, we got to get those numbers up here. 311 subscribers. Come on, my TikTok guys, I have like 4,000 of you, and for my you know, for my YouTube guys, I mean, you could also come find me here on TikTok. Let me see if this thing's gonna yeah, can we load it up, please? Yeah, so I got like 4,700 followers here on TikTok, where you can find my short form content. If you don't really got not much time, you see some of my shorter videos here. But my YouTube channel is where you'll find all my content. I'll do YouTube shorts, and I also do you know, live streams and longer form videos here. Some tutorials on how to trade and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see, like, there I am live on TikTok and YouTube. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's so that was my my shameless self-promotion for my TikTok and YouTube. Let's see. Edzilla is in the chat saying, "You've been listening to me for about 30 minutes. Here's some likes from me. Thank you. And you love the content. I'm glad you love the content. You can find more of that content on my channel, Meet Damien channel, for TikTok and YouTube. I need to start. I'll probably do some more YouTube shorts and TikTok videos. Give you guys an update on the prices for this weekend. I can tell you that this weekend is my brother's wedding. So I gotta go travel, and I don't plan on bringing. I guess I could bring the laptop, but I was planning on just bringing my you know, my iPad with me, and then we could do some YouTube shorts. I actually do want to enjoy my brother's wedding and not do a live stream. So this is the last live stream, and then I'll probably most likely go live again on Monday. And then, yeah, maybe I might be able to sneak in a live stream on Sunday night, depending upon, you know, how late I get in, and if I got the energy to do a live stream. But I see I got another request here. I just missed it. I think I skipped over it. It was like Zbeck, I believe. Yeah. Best Show wants me to take a look at Zbeck, I believe. Oh no, you just had a question. Why does Zbeck do the opposite of Bitcoin? That's a good question. I really honestly don't know. I have to look that up. You know, maybe we can figure that out together here. But let's see. Yeah, Zbeck is down 4.5% today when Bitcoin is up 4.2, 420 for Bitcoin. That's very interesting. I mean, if that's what Zbeck does, then, you know, maybe Zbeck might be good to get into once Bitcoin actually tops out. But it looks like, to me, it looks like Zbeck actually goes up with Bitcoin. Like, you know, back in let's see. Actually, I'm sorry. I was looking at the 15-minute chart. I take that back. I'm sorry. Let's see. Zbeck started trading in April of 2024, and it's gone down ever since then. And then it spiked up in February. Yeah, I don't know what's the deal with Zbeck. It seems like it is the inverse play on Bitcoin. So if you want to short Bitcoin, maybe you buy Zbeck. if you're not able to do, you know, futures or short Bitcoin in a normal way, this might be your inverse Bitcoin play, to be honest. So yeah, I don't know why that's the case. But it is the case, unfortunately. So if ZBEC does come down further, we might see it come down to maybe the 0.382 level at 13,266. So you might have some more room to go. Also, I see the buying pressure is coming down on ZBEC, so that's not good. Okay. And yeah, I would not, if Bitcoin is going to continue its bull run, I would not be in this coin, because it seems like this is the inverse Bitcoin play. All right, yep, I'm sorry, OMS, I actually forgot. I remember, but now I remember. You did say Tau and Pixel, so let me go ahead and do that. Yeah, I don't know, I might do a split screen, but I just want to make sure that you guys are enjoying the live stream as is. We'll do some live trading where we can see what gold is doing and how to play it. But yeah, ZBEC could be coming down. The worst case scenario is 11,228, which puts you right where the moving average supports are at, and that's also the Fibonacci retracement at 0.236. So be careful with this one if Bitcoin is going to continue going up. All right, so looking at Tau. All right, let's see. Tau on Coinbase. Yeah, let's see. Tau is currently trading at $414, up 12% today. Congratulations to those who are invested in it. Let's see. What do we got for Tau? Tau. I don't really have that much data for it besides this 21 EMA. Maybe I need to use a different chart here. Let's see where we can find Tau. Let's see how it is on Binance. Yeah, we got more data here. Okay, so Tau is coming up against the 200-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, which is going to probably act as resistance for now. That's at $412. We're literally right at it. So I'm expecting Tau, if it doesn't continue to be in bullish, it'll probably just go sideways from here as it tries to reclaim the 200-day moving average as support rather than resistance. Just keep in mind, this thing could get rejected. We could come down maybe to like this 100-day moving average at like $368, okay? And if it does that, I believe the 21 EMA would also kind of provide support as well. The 21 EMA is trying to play catch up here. It's like coming in to save the day here. So I think $368 is a good support area, a good buy zone for Tau right now. Let me go ahead and throw on the VRVP and see what might happen, okay, as I gather more data here. Okay, so we do have a POC on the VRVP, and that's saying that the POC is at $360. So I think $360 is going to hold as support if this thing does come down for whatever reason. But yeah, if this thing continues going up, you got a high volume node here at like $450. That could be the next resistance level for Tau. And then if you get past 450, you got a gap in the VRVP, and then you got the value area high saying that you should see Tau get up to like $510 before more people start clicking the sell button on it. Okay. So yeah, that would be a reasonable long-term target to have, is about $510 on Tau, and then anything after that is gravy. It's just icing on the cake if you can just get past $510 on this coin. Okay. Yeah, that's my analysis on Tau. We'll take a look at Pixel. All right, Pixel on OKX. I don't know. Let me get some more. See if there's a better one out there besides that. Pixel on Crypto.com. Okay. Yep. All right. There's more data. I got more data on this one. This has been on the exchange a little bit longer. kind of looks like, I'm looking at gold price. It's chilling out at 3,300 bucks. I might have to take profit if this thing doesn't want to go down anymore. I'm gonna have to look at the charts here. I'm gonna look at gold after this, guys, because I'm in a trade on that one. Pixel at 4 cents, up 15% today. Looking at the POC, looking at the VRVP. The VRVP shows that the POC is at 4 cents, so you are at resistance right now, which could turn into support at some point. If you get past the POC, this thing doesn't have any more volume on the VRVP until you get to like 7 cents, okay? And then I see a little bit of volume here at like 10 cents, but honestly, this thing could just head straight for like 14 cents, the value area high, which would put you above the 200-day moving average, okay? So, yeah, I think 10 cents is a reasonable price target, but you could also stay in the trade until it gets to 14 cents, and then I think a lot of people are going to be clicking the sell button when it does that. You would basically almost triple your money with Pixel here if it can actually get back up to that value area high, okay? I believe people who don't use the VRVP, this is what they see, right? They only see the 200-day moving average, so they might start selling on the 200-day moving average at 11 cents, about 11.5 cents right now. Okay, so keep that in mind if we continue going up to higher prices here on Pixel. And then I'm just zooming in. If Pixel does come down, I mean, you could just game plan this. It looks like you create a higher low here. You could put your stop loss at like 3 cents. Okay, you would lose about 33% from where you are right now, but I think that's a safe stop loss. Because if you lose that low and you go down to lower prices, I mean, something's still wrong with this crypto. You might come revisit the lows here at like 2 cents, okay? But right now, you're just waiting for Pixel to actually get above some of these highs that it made here back in February when it was as high as like 5 cents, 6 cents, okay? But keep in mind also that as this thing climbs up higher, other traders that are looking at the 50-day moving average, this green line, they might start selling at like 4.5 cents here. So you got some resistance at 4.5 cents. Yeah. All right. You want me to check out Cookie DAO using the Bybit? All right, we'll take a look at Cookie DAO. And then I'm going to make that the last request for now, because I want to go into live trading here. Oh man, and I got my little buddy here, Mario's asking me for TARS AI. All right. This is it. I will look at Cookie DAO and I will look at TARS AI, and then I'm going to look at the price of gold and do some live trading with you guys, okay? Appreciate the follow. Thanks guys for following me. And for my YouTube guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. Let's look at Cookie DAO, and then I got your TARS AI request after that. And you want me to look at Cookie on Bybit? All right, let me see. Cookie USDT on Bybit. Okay, I think I got that for you. Excuse me. Yeah, so Cookie trading at 17 cents, almost 18 cents, up 9% today. This thing has seen higher prices, obviously, during the last altcoin season in January when this thing was as high as 84 cents. Okay, all right. So if it could just do that and get back to where it was, you could see like maybe like a 5x on this one. All right. Okay. So here we are. We're looking at the daily chart. Looks like you kind of did bottom out here on Cookie DAO. You had the lows back on April 7th at like 7 cents. So wow, whoever got in at that price, they already doubled their money, almost tripled their money. But anyways, let's see. The most reasonable, actually, yeah, the last significant notable high was here in March 11th when we got as high as like 20 cents. Did we beat that? Let's see, on May 1st, we got as high as almost 21 cents, so yeah, slightly above. That qualifies as a higher high if you count the candle wick, okay? But you really do want to get up to like 21 cents and actually stay at 21 cents. And then once you get above 21 cents, then you got the highs over here that you got to try to beat out at like 25 cents, okay? So once you start seeing those higher highs coming in, you know for sure that you're actually in an uptrend. And then you're just looking for higher lows and then higher highs as this thing continues to go up to higher prices here. What I'm loving right now is I'm looking at the stochastic RSI here. You are very low on the stochastic RSI, even though this thing has started the beginning of its rally. So that's good to see. Okay. RSI is at 65, so not even overbought yet. It's getting close to it though, but might have a little bit more juice in the tank to go further. And looking at the MACD, you are losing some of your buying pressure right now, okay? But that buying pressure could start stepping up again, and this could be more green candles going forward, okay? Just be careful that if this thing doesn't get that buying pressure on the MACD, and you start seeing red candles, okay, then this thing might be actually be trying to do a lower low, I'm sorry, a higher low at some point. And I'm thinking that if it does, it might get some support off of this 21 EMA at like 14 cents. I think if this thing does come down, it might come down to 14 cents. Okay. It even might come down to the 200-day moving average, which is sitting at 16 cents. Okay. But that you'll see that show up if the MACD shows that we're getting some red candles here. But yeah, going forward, I do see, yeah, resistance is going to be at 20 cents. And then 25 cents was like previous resistance levels here. And then it's off to the races. After that, I mean, let me go ahead and now pull up the VRVP here, and we'll see what this thing could possibly say for resistance levels. Right now, you got a value area high at 24.25 cents. So once you get past that, it could be off to the races here. And then, yeah, you got volume all over the place here. But, yeah, I think the next significant resistance level will be like 34.35 cents. And you're basically doubling your money with Cookie Dow. Okay. All right, moving on to TARS AI. TARS, yeah, there we go. Is it? We'll look at gate.io. TARS AI currently trading at almost 9.5 cents right now, up 47% today. Jesus Christ, this thing's doing better than SUI, better than Virtuals, I think. Right? Virtuals up 27%, SUI up only 17%. TARS AI up 47%. Holy moly. Okay. All right. So TARS AI, it looks like it clearly bottomed out here. Because it is, let me get rid of some of this clutter here. It is making higher highs from what I've seen. It made that higher high back on April 26th when it got as high as 15 cents, and all it had to do, it had to beat yeah, about 15 cents from back in March. So this thing is in the process of creating its higher high, and then now it looks like we just created the higher low, and where could this thing go next, right? This thing could possibly go up to that 200-day and 100-day moving average sitting at like 18 cents, so there could be another double in price for TARS AI. Okay, and that's just getting back to the 200-day moving average. Okay, I have done some previous chart work that showed me that it could get up to 18 cents because I measured this little bull flag, right? We had the impulse move, and then we kind of like we were trading sideways here. We actually lost that bull flag, right? And we came down further, but you know, measuring if we were to break out like I was thinking with the bull flag here, it would have took you up to the 200-day moving average. But I think that 200-day moving average is still gonna be the next price target at 18 cents for this crypto. Let me just get rid of some of this previous chart work here. This is no longer in play. Yeah, TARS AI. Let's see. Let's go ahead and turn the VRVP here real quick. Yeah. I mean, once you get past 9 cents, right? There's not that much volume on the VRVP here. You got maybe some resistance at 22 cents and then some resistance at 30 cents. And then your ultimate take profit target is going to probably be 37 cents. So this thing could probably 4x on you from where you are right now. You bought all your cryptos on April 9th. That was a pretty good day to get back into crypto. I pretty much did the same thing too. Now I'm in the process of selling my Bitcoin to go get into some of these altcoins here. I think that's the move for some of the guys who've been in it for a while, like myself. If you're a Bitcoin OG like me, you're now thinking, hey, now's a good time to sell some Bitcoin to get into some of these altcoins that could possibly double in price or quadruple. NS is saying test token is going to explode in a few days. Okay, it probably will. I believe you. And then Jeff is asking for WorldCoin. I wanted to look at gold, Jeff, to be honest with you. But since you've been in this live stream for a while, I'll take a look at it. You guys keep asking me for these altcoins. I'm not able to go and do my live trading here with you. All right, let's see. Gold's getting some bids right now. I don't know if I like that. My short might. I'm not even gonna be able to take profit because it's going back up right now. But yeah, let's look at WorldCoin. Well, how do you spell it? Let me just see. What is the ticker symbol? I guess I'll just type in WorldCoin. See what comes up. Okay, here we go. WorldCoin. WorldCoin. We'll look at it on KuCoin exchange. WorldCoin is trading at a $1.02, up 10% today. Pretty solid, you know, just like a lot of these other cryptocurrencies are doing. WorldCoin. Is WorldCoin bottoming out? Looks like the bottom was, you know, the beginning of April here. Did we create a higher high? We have the most recent high here at $1.25 on April 26th. And then the highs back here in February was like $1.32. So close, but not really. We are still looking for that higher high to be formed, so we know we can confirm that we're in a bull trend here. But you did make a high, and looks like you just made a higher low, and maybe in this next run up here, we can create that higher high, and you might see it come in at this 100-day moving average at $1.43. Could be a good take profit area. You would be up 40% from where you are right now, and then the 200-day moving average is probably going to be the most significant resistance level, and that's at $1.68. And you would be about up almost 68% on your investment with WorldCoin here. And then let me just pull up the VRVP here real quick as I zoom out and see where the VRVP is saying resistance might be. So we got a high volume node here at about $1.25. Okay, so that makes sense because you got to get above that $1.20, that $1.32 area. So $1.25 might be some resistance. But then the resistance falls off as you go to higher prices, and then you won't see resistance until $1.52. And then it's also saying that you might see some resistance at $1.75 here, which is pretty much above the 200-day moving average. Okay, and then I think your ultimate take profit target is going to be this value area high, this white line at $2.17, and you basically doubled your money with WorldCoin. And OMS is saying some stuff here in the chat on YouTube. You're saying, word of advice to everyone, if the VIX is above 40, you're very close to a bottom, very likely, and should definitely start averaging in at least. Yeah, that's some good advice right there. Whenever you see the VIX get high like that, it means that you're probably near the bottom for the stock market. And it's also, because Bitcoin follows the stock market as well, it's also applicable to to Bitcoin as well. So that's some good advice there. I would agree with you. So here I am. I'm looking at gold now because I am in a gold trade and I do want to make some money. And I also want to show you guys how I do some live trading here. But yeah, so I'm just looking at some high volume nodes here for gold. I see some high volume here at like 33.20. We lost that high volume node here at 33.20. Gold could come down. There's a little bit of resistance at 32.61, and that's what I'm targeting right now. I'm targeting like 32.60, 32.70 as my target on gold as we continue going down in price right now. Since I'm live trading, I have to go into the smaller time frames here. And when I go into the smaller time frame, the 15-minute time frame, this is what I see with gold. Let me go ahead and get the... I don't need that VRVP right now. I saw with gold that we lost the 200 moving average on the 15-minute time frame. We lost that around like 1 o'clock this afternoon, actually. Okay. And this is how it played out, right? I measured just using trend analysis here. You know, this looked like a bear flag to me. Okay. So let me just draw that out here so you can kind of understand what the bear flag looks like. So you have, you know, basically a bear flag. Just connecting the highs here and the lows, okay? And you got the flag pull. It's an upside down flag, right? And because it's a bear flag. And then if you break out like we did, you know, earlier today, then it says that we should be targeting about 32.62, that blue number right there, okay? This blue number is the target price for gold if you're shorting it. So I think I could still take, you know, I think gold could still come down to my target price here. Let's see. And it looks like we're getting some green candles recently here. We did see gold get as low as 32.97. Right now, we're currently trading at 33.09. And yeah, we got as high as 33.10 in the last 15 minutes here. Let's take a look at where I trade gold now. So this is the exchange that I use to trade gold futures. And I got the 1 minute time frame here. Those are little small candles here. Let me go into like, we'll go back to the 15-minute chart here. And this is what it still looks like, you know, with the price of gold obviously came down. Then we came up to the bear flag, and now we're coming back down again. And looking at the 15-minute time frame, I might have to think about getting out of my short, or consider getting out of my short, because oh yeah, look at that, we just got a green candle just now. And the MACD is starting to trend upwards. We're starting to see less selling pressure now, and it's probably because some of the shorts are covering at $3,300. They decided that $3,300 is where they're going to start covering, and I guess some of the longs are trying to buy at $3,300 ounce gold price right now. So I might get stopped out. on my gold trade, on my short here on gold. Let's see what my orders are looking like. So right now I have a stop price of 33.40. And I was targeting 32.70 as my take profit target. And I'll go into the portfolio here real quick. And yeah, so right now I'm losing about 25 bucks right now on my gold short. I got in about 33.15. This is about almost like an hour ago. And you see this thing kind of moves up and down real quick here. Yeah, see it goes from like I was down $7, now I'm down $24. Okay. I might have to just stop out at break even, because it looks like it's not playing out for me. Trying to short gold. Maybe I got in a little bit too late on this trade. I was trading some other futures, and I made about 80 bucks earlier this afternoon. trading Ethereum. I was in Ethereum long. But yeah, I don't want to lose all my profits, so I might have to get out of this gold short here. If this thing keeps on going down, going up, then that means I'm gonna be losing more money on my short here. Let's see if I got any more requests. Patrick Thomas, Patrice Thomas is asking me, what platform do I trade crypto on? Do I scalp crypto? I do that on Coinbase Exchange with the futures. And I can also do regular spot trading as well on Coinbase. Yeah, Jeff is saying he regrets doing something here. What did you regret? Was it shorting? It takes a lot of guts to short, but you can make just as money going up on a long as you can going down on a short. So the more comfortable you get with your trading, the easier it feels to identify when's a good area to short and how to game plan your shorts out here. I actually was shorting gold earlier, and that's how I got some of my futures, some of my profit on my futures. I'll give you a little confession. I actually was longing gold earlier this morning, and then like around like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock this morning, we started losing the momentum on what ended up being this bear flag, and I didn't put my stop loss in profit, so I got killed over here this morning, to be honest with you. That's a result of risk management. I should probably do the same thing with the short right now. I need to change this. I think I want to put this at break even for my short. I'm hoping that on the MACD here that we, even though we're losing selling pressure, I'm hoping the selling pressure starts building up again, because just because we start losing selling pressure, it doesn't mean we're going to get green candles and get buying pressure. It could just be like we're just going to chill out, and then more red candles show up as people start selling. The short sellers start showing up again, and the buyers lose confidence in the price here. So let me just move my stop to break even. I'm gonna have to get rid of the old one. So here we go. I'm canceling this order here on my gold short, and it gives me an opportunity to then go here and do a bracket order. Okay, I'm doing a bracket order for my gold short, and I'm only using 5 contracts right now, so I gotta put the number 5 in there, and I'm gonna put the stop loss at break even. My break even should be about 33.15. Okay. Oh my God, we're actually right near my break even. Right where this thing might execute as soon as I click sell. Actually, what am I doing? I'm doing this backwards. I'm in a short. I got to buy back in to get out of this trade. So here I am. I'm sorry, starting from the top. I got to buy back in to get out of this trade. I'm doing 5 contracts, right? And I'm gonna put the stop loss at 33.15. So it says I'll make $1 as my break even. And then profit was going to be, I was targeting 32.70. So I should make $200 if this trade plays out, but yeah, let's see. Maybe I'll get lucky, maybe I won't get stopped out. But that's a way to prevent yourself from losing money, guys, is putting your stop loss at break even. Usually I do that after I've been in the trade for a while and I got confidence that it's going to continue playing out, but I've been in the trade for a while and this thing is not playing out, so I don't want to lose money. So I'm putting my stop loss at break even, roughly $1 profit, and if it still plays out, I can make $200 today on this trade. Yep. So there you go. There's a little bit of live trading. Let's see if nope, I haven't got hit on my stop loss yet. It's still active, ready to go. Let's see what the price of gold is at. Ooh, looks like we're the mid price is at 33.15.16. I might have got stopped out. I'll be surprised if I didn't. I'm still in the trade. Interesting. Interesting. Oh, wait, nope, I think I just seen it. Oh, I think they came for me. And looks like they did, and they got me, oh my god, with a little bit of a loss there. Yeah, I lost a little bit of money on that. Because they treat, when you do a bracket order, they treat it as a market. When you buy back in again, they market buy it, and if there's not that many, if there's not that much liquidity on the exchange, then you might end up getting a price that you didn't want to get out of. So yeah, but it's the cost of doing business. Cost of doing business. So am I still on this trade? Let me go ahead and click that refresh button. Nope, I got stopped out. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I definitely did get stopped out. So, I'm curious. What should I get into a trade now, guys? You guys have any ideas here? I can trade some altcoins. I can't trade all of them on Coinbase futures, for the futures on Coinbase. So let's get back into crypto here again. Let's see how Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin still trading at $101,300. Do I just get into a trade on Bitcoin? Because is this thing going to continue plugging away? I do see the buying pressure is dying down on the 15-minute chart, so Bitcoin might actually be starting to top out here. And if it does top out, it might come down to like $99,500. So those of you who are thinking Bitcoin could go back to 90,000, it might happen later on today. I could short Bitcoin right now. Jeff, I can't do TARS AI. They don't have that on the futures for Coinbase. I don't think I can even buy TARS AI as a spot. I see Jeff is saying selling Bitcoin for alts. That might be the play. You want me to check out Zerbro? I could probably do that. It's Cass says, I need the market to crash. You had that opportunity last month and the month before that. I don't know where you've been. Let's look at Zerbro. Guys, out of the top 10 market cap cryptocurrencies out there, I'm talking about like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, AVAX, XRP. Which one should I get into a trade on? As I look at Zerbro here, I'll wait for your comments, because I do want to trade something here. I'm thinking about shorting one of these cryptos here. I think I might be better shorting crypto than gold at this point, because gold is catching bids right now. I was doing pretty well on my gold trades, and then something got messed up today with me. All right, here we are. We're looking at Zerbro, up 27% today. Okay, let's look at the daily chart as I zoom out. This crypto. Looking at the MACD, I see less selling pressure starting to come in. Okay, that's good to see. Maybe you'll get a MACD flip in the next over the weekend. And yeah, this crypto did create a higher high than this previous high here at like 7 cents. You got as high as like 9 cents on April 23rd. So this thing is, in my opinion, it bottomed out, and it's in the beginning of trying to form a bull trend here, an uptrend. This could be the higher low that it just created, and you could be going up to higher prices. And if you do, you could get some resistance at the 100-day moving average, sitting at like 13.6 cents. Okay, should be probably your take profit in the short term here. And I don't have much more data than that, because this hasn't really been on the exchange for that long. But yeah, this thing, wow. I would have to turn on the VRVP to see what the next levels might be. There's not that much. This thing could probably shoot up just as fast as it came down. But I would have to be guessing. At this point, I can't even use the VRVP because this is very low volume. Once you get past 5, almost 6 cents. Once you get past 6 cents to be safe, this thing could shoot up like a rocket, to be honest. Because there's not that much resistance. Maybe there might be something at like 14 cents because I saw people try to buy at that level there. And there might be some more resistance here at like 26 cents where people try to buy. But man, if this thing goes right back to 26 cents or even like 29 cents where a lot of people were buying back in December, I mean, you got yourself, I gotta do a calculator here, 29 divided by 5. I think that's like 6. You almost got like a 6x on this coin if it just gets back to where it was in December. So that's crazy. That's crazy. So which one is not doing so great out of the top 5 cryptocurrencies? It looks like Ripple's not doing as good as it could be. Let's see what's the deal with Ripple here. We're looking at XRP one more time. Should I buy Ripple? I mean, if things are going to go crazy going into tomorrow and this weekend, is XRP going to be next on deck to make money here? Because, like, look, the stochastic RSI is pretty low. And what else do we got here? Yeah, MACD, we're getting less selling pressure. You could get some green candles here. I think I'm going to go buy some Ripple here, guys. I mean, the resistance level is at 240, so we can put that as our first take profit target. But let's see what the 15-minute chart's looking like for Ripple. Ripple's just holding steady and strong, you know, on the 21 EMA as support right now. Okay. What's it looking like on the 5-minute? Yeah, selling pressure is dying down on the MACD. You got a green dot saying now's a good time to be buying Ripple. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna go buy some XRP futures. Trading on Coinbase Exchange. All right, here we go. Doing some live trading. Let's see. I want some Ripple, and I want it now. And I'm feeling like Ripple can go to higher prices here. So let's do it. Wow, we got a crazy scam wick here that brought this thing down to like $2.19. So I gotta be careful a little bit here. I think $2.25, $2.26. So I'll put a limit order for 220. Actually, the going price is 218 right now. Interesting. Maybe 220. See if I can get filled at 220. And 5 contracts is gonna take about $1,000 out of my trading account. Let's do it. See if I get filled. So this mid price tells me that between the buyers and sellers, they think the average is like 218. So my 220 is, I think, a fair price since they're trying to trade around that area. Let's see what the order looks like here. I got 220 for 5 contracts at 220. And did I get filled? No fills. Okay, no fills. That might be too much of a low ball, to be honest with you guys. I might have to actually say, get me in at 225. Let's try 225. And I'll just do 3 contracts, because I do want to get in a low price if I can. And it says that the order went in. 225 at 3 contracts. Still no fills, huh? No one wants to buy? How much volume is this thing trading with? About $4 million worth of volume? Come on, come on. There's gotta be somebody out there. Alright, how about 226 at 3 contracts. Let's see if they'll take me for that. I think I'm being reasonable here. Yeah, now the mid price is 226, probably because I'm the one that's trying to buy right now. Still no dice? Hey, hey, does this thing work? Alright, how about 2... Let's see, we've seen this guy as high as 227. How about 228? Is there any life out there? Can I get a fill? Can somebody fill me? That's the thing that I worry about with Coinbase Exchange. I don't know if it's as popular as some of the other crypto exchanges as far as trading futures. So I just tried 228 for 1 contract on and I think it went through. Yeah. Just refresh it. Refresh it. Yep, I got filled. I got filled at $2.26. So even though I put in 228, right? Like my limit price was 228, they were able to get me a better price than that for like 226. Estimated fees about 57 cents on that contract. Okay. And so right now there's my Ripple long for $2.26. Since I did that, I should then protect myself with a stop loss, right? I think I could do a stop loss since there's some crazy candle wicks here. I think I'll put it at 218. That should keep myself from not getting stopped out with this crazy volume wick over here. And I'll do a bracket order. Okay, so I'm selling my Ripple, just 1 contract for now. And we'll put the stop loss at 218. Okay. So I'll possibly lose 42 bucks if that does happen. And my take profit, I think Ripple can get up to $2.40. So my P&L, my profit would be like about $67 if it goes up to there. Let's see, if I did $2.50, what that gives me almost like 100 bucks. I'll try for $2.50 because I think, you know, looking at the charts here, I think I did say like Ripple could get up to $2.50, right? Looking at the charts here for Ripple, 100-day moving average provides resistance at $2.40. So, okay, that could be the first take profit target, but I believe Ripple could get up to 250, like it did here on March 19th here. Okay, and that's where the 50-day was sitting at as well. So yeah, I think 250 is good. Let me see if I can get another contract in on Ripple. So these guys are pretty stingy. Let me go ahead and get rid of some of these orders here. So yeah, that gets canceled. That's gonna get canceled. That's gonna get canceled. I guess this, if I want to trade Ripple on this exchange, I have to do it bit by bit. Let's go into the 1 minute time frame here. Yeah, the volume is like 3, 4, 1, 2, 9, 10. Yeah, I can't really do too much here. But let's go ahead and I want to buy some more Ripple. Let's see if I can get 226 again one more time. But I'm gonna make the price, the most I'm willing to pay is 227. All right, let's try that. Let's see if it got filled. I think I got filled. Yep, I got 2 contracts now on Ripple. And now I'll go back to my stop loss here, right? Where's my stop loss? Did my stop loss go through? Did I? Oh my god, I don't think I actually. Oh boy, okay. All right, so we'll put the stop loss in and we'll do it as a bracket order. So we got 2 contracts of Ripple. Stop loss $2.18. So now there's a possibility of me losing $83 on this trade. But I think Ripple could get up to $2.50, and if it does, I'll make a couple $100 on that. And it's only going to cost me $1 to sell those 2 contracts. That's not bad at all. Let's do it. Okay. You guys still there with me? Hope you guys are appreciating the live trading. I'm using real actual money right now to try and make some money on the futures for Coinbase exchange here. Let me just go into we'll go into like the 5-minute chart. So yeah, this is what Ripple's looking like so far. The high for the day was $2.29. Low was $2.12. Jeff is telling me they'll get some XRP ETF. What does that ETF trade on? Is that like a Canadian ETF or American ETF? Because I know there's not a spot. There's not a spot XRP ETF in America. Is that like a futures ETF maybe? Oh, I can't really give you recommendations on a good crypto bot. I don't know, to be honest with you. Its cast is like, the market will never dip again. It will. Some people think it might dip again in the summer. If you're talking about stocks and crypto, we might get a dip in the summer. Mara wants me to look at Polkadot. Okay. And its cast is saying we need more tariffs on all countries. Alright. Mario likes and trusts HBAR, Cardano, and Solana. Are those requests? I'm going to go ahead and I'll probably live stream for like maybe another 15 minutes here, and then I'm going to stop taking requests. I gotta go hit the gym, guys. I gotta go get on with the rest of my day here. But we'll look at Polkadot from my buddy here. Polkadot. Kraken exchange? Okay. So Polkadot is trading at $4.29 right now. Okay. Looking at the daily chart. And Polkadot has seen better prices, like a lot of these other altcoins, in December of last year. What a good time to sell. I did sell some Solana back around that time, so I am happy with myself. But I wasn't too happy to see altcoins bleed off like they did the last few months here. But that could create some buying opportunities here as we try to buy Polkadot at cheaper prices. We did see Polkadot, up at like $9 or $10 in December, but now you can get it for like $4.30. So you got like your 50% discount sale on Polkadot. And if Polkadot continues climbing up to higher prices, you could see some resistance at $4.39. So we're almost there. Polkadot might go sideways. Let's see if it will go sideways. Looking at the oscillators here, you are starting to get less buying pressure and a little bit of selling pressure. But it looks like it's confusing people here because you're getting another green candle here, and also Market Cipher B is saying today's a good day to be buying Polkadot. And then stochastic RSI is also pretty low, so maybe we start getting green candles again on the MACD, and we actually push past that 50-day moving average. And if we push past the 50-day moving average, then the next resistance is $5.32 on the moving average resistance. I also want to see us get past this this high over here at like $4.76 to confirm that we are actually in an uptrend and we're creating a higher high than the previous, notable high here at like $4.76. So we'll see if Polkadot's able to do that. We shall see. I'll turn on the VRVP, see what the VRVP has to say. Point of control is this blue line at $4.16. We're a little bit above that right now. And then the volume does drop off on Polkadot. And then looks like $5.10 should be resistance. And then volume drops off again. And then $5.80 should be the next resistance according to the VRVP. And I think that corresponds to where the 200-day is at. So 200-day moving average at 556 and also VRVP at 580. You should be selling your Polkadot in that area in the short to medium term here. But if you want to hold on to the trade, you do got the value area high sitting at like $7. So you could be, in the long term, selling your Polkadot at $7 here. And that seems like a reasonable target, unless you are really trying to push the trade higher. And then, of course, you could see $8 or $9 here on Polkadot, according to the VRVP. Alrighty. So Reaper's asking me, what do I see about us, I'm referring to Ripple. What do I see about buying Ripple at $2.26, and why do I think it's going to go to $2.50? Okay, let's go back into Ripple here, XRP. So $2.25 or 26 cents was where the futures are trading at for Ripple. Right now, spot price is trading at $2.24. So if you want to buy in right now, which is what I was trying to do, you would have to buy at that price. I put my stop loss at 218, which is it's like around this level right here, okay? Because I gotta keep it somewhat tight, because I am trading with leverage on Ripple. But the reason why I think we're gonna go to 250 is because that's where the last significant high was on Ripple was like 259 back in March. So I think that's going to be a resistance area, but we do have some resistance right now at 232 from the 50-day moving average, and then we do have some more resistance at 240. So even though I put my take profit at $2.50, I could still like decide to take profit at 230 or 240. Okay, I'm just targeting 250 as like, okay, I think it could go to that level. If it does that while I'm sleeping, or if I'm away from the computer doing something else, it will sell it for me. Okay, but yeah, I think Ripple could get up to 240, realistically speaking here, and it might get to 250 if we're going to continue being bullish. Hope that answers your question. All right, let's go back to my Ripple trade, see what it's doing on the. Not really much. It's just chilling. Ripple doesn't really do too much, but I think that's why I got into it, because it hasn't really done too much. It could probably do more in the future here, and surprise us to the upside. Let's see what the 1 hour chart looks like on Ripple. Yeah, Ripple, we just got to get above here, which we kind of are at 227. Once we get above 227, the next resistance after that is like 230, and then maybe some more at like 235, 236. So that's probably what we're out, realistically speaking. I'll probably take profits at 235, 236. Let's see what it's looking like so far. Yeah, I'm only up $3 on the trade, but I gotta let this thing cook. This is a long-term trade. I'm expecting to be up like 100 to 200 bucks maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm sorry, tomorrow or Saturday. I just got a phone call. I don't know why. Who's trying to call me? I got on Do Not Disturb and the phone call still went through. I don't know why. Might have to deal with that later. Mara's asking, what is Bitcoin doing right now? Good question. Let's see. What is Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is just still climbing. Still climbing. The high for the day is 101,750. Bitcoin right now is at 101,480 bucks. Let's see. Looking at the 15-minute chart, it's usually a good chart to be in for the smaller time frames. I mean, it was at 101,750 about an hour ago, and yeah, 101,750 about an hour ago, and we're close to being near the highs for the day. Why did I see 101? Oh yeah, no, 101,750. Yeah, that is the high. The high water mark is 101,750 for Bitcoin right now. We got to beat that to continue going up to higher prices. Yeah, that was about an hour ago. Looks like I went live right at the highest price for Bitcoin. Let's see what gold's doing. I got out of the trade. Of course, right? Once I get out of the trade, then the trade wants to go back to it wants to go back to the same direction that I thought it was going to go. But that, you know, stop loss, breaking even, there's nothing wrong with that. You got to have rules. If you don't have rules, then you're going to get blown out one day. And it's not going to be fun. Right now, I'm looking at the MACD for gold, and you're getting less selling pressure. Maybe we bottom out here for gold. Maybe it doesn't go down to 32.70 like I thought it was going to go to. Okay. Maybe gold gets defended at 3,300 bucks. We saw it go down as low as 32.97, and yeah, 32.97 was where they defended it at. And I think there's a reason why they did that. Going into the daily chart here, for gold, the price of gold, the 21 EMA was showing support at 32.96, that white number there. So I think you guys should be using the 21 exponential moving average, the 21 EMA, because all the professional traders and investors around the world, they use that number, and it seems like the price always gets a reaction off the 21 EMA. Most of the time. Most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. And today it did on the price of gold on the daily time frame. Now, if I go into like the 12-hour time frame, yeah, the 21 EMA is a little bit above at 33.12, so that's probably why we're kind of like bouncing between 33.12 and 3300. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Yeah, it doesn't really show. We blew past the support on the 50 moving average on the 4-hour time frame. We lost that support. Going into the 1-hour time frame, let's see, 1-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame shows that the 200 moving average should have gave us support at 33.12. But we're ping-ponging between 3,300 and 3,312. Going into the 15-minute time frame, yeah, the moving averages are all above us by that point. Let's go back into the 1 hour. Also, other gold traders are probably looking at this as well. If you're a Fibonacci trader, let me just give you the moving averages here. But if you're a Fib trader and you like trading using Fibonacci, you know, measuring from the high at 3,500 bucks, okay, down to this impulse move from like 29.60. You did have the 0.618 golden pocket retracement at 32.96. That's probably why gold decided to like get a bid and get a bounce off of that level. For now. So, you know, you can draw your bear flags and stuff like that, but you know, when you're using higher market, when you're using the higher time frames, it gives more credence to look at the higher time frames, because then, you know, you'll be looking at the 21 EMA and you'll be saying, all right, yeah, gold should get some support at 32.96, and then also the Fibonacci saying 32.96. So you're like, all right, 32.96 should be a good area to buy gold if you're still bullish on gold. And I was trying to take it down past that, but looks like the buyers stepped up. Those were the levels that they were looking at. Can't win them all, but you can definitely lose them though. All right. Let's see. Do I have any more requests? I think I'm gonna start ending this live stream here, guys. Let's see. Good news, bad news. Good news, bad for gold. Bad news, good for gold. Yep, that's usually how it goes. So we got good news today with the trade deal, and that was bad for gold. But we'll see what else happens around the world here, because if we get more bad news, if things get worse with the battle and war in India and Pakistan, if that starts to escalate, that could cause the price of gold to go up, because everything that, you know, all that destruction of infrastructure is going to cost money. They're going to have to build new infrastructure, and how do they do that if they don't have the cash for it and they have to buy more of this stuff using debt? That's going to cause the price of gold to go up as well. So that's my thoughts on that. And then we still don't know if we're going to get a recession, and that could cause the price of gold to go up as well. If these governments start doing economic stimulus packages. I mean, China cut their interest rates, and the United Kingdom cut their interest rates, and the United States government's also contemplating cutting their interest rates some more, so that could also send the price of gold up as well. So there's still some things that would cause gold to go up. Back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, oh, I don't know. Bitcoin, 101,340. Not, Bitcoin is just not getting the momentum that it needs to keep pushing. Let's see. Back to the 50-minute chart. This 21 EMA on the 50-minute chart should provide support like it's been doing all throughout the day here. We have lost it a little bit, only to recapture it and then climb back up and kind of use it as a, you know, support to bounce up to higher prices here. Looks like the 21 EMA needs to catch up to us, so Bitcoin might just continue going sideways until this white line catches up to us. And then we'll have to see if Bitcoin gets another impulse move to higher prices. I think we could see $102,000 Bitcoin later on today. But I think that's going to be where Bitcoin tops out at if we do continue going higher. Mainly because looking at the daily time frame, we do have a fib node here at 0.786. It says that, you know, people are eyeballing $102,000 as a good area to start selling their Bitcoin. And then if I turn the VRVP here, let me see. I gotta make sure I got this good. Okay. The value area high is also sitting at like $102,000. This white line here. So I think Bitcoin has another 700, maybe another $1,000 left in it before we kind of chill out. $104,000 a key area. It was a key area because there were some candle closes back in like January and December at that area. I would agree with you. And also, if I turn the VRVP here real quick, there is a high volume node here at $105,000, so 104,000. So you could be right about that. You know, I think Bitcoin's gonna like chill out. If it continues going higher, I think 102 is gonna be the ceiling. And then maybe tomorrow we try to go to 104, 105, or maybe this weekend we go to 104, 105. That's if we continue being bullish on Bitcoin. How's XRP looking now? XRP trading at $2.25. All right, back to the 15-minute chart. We'll see if my trade is gonna play out, hopefully to the upside here. Yeah, you know, XRP, Ripple, just using that 21 EMA as like an escalator. Okay, take me up to higher prices, please. Okay, we'll chill out a little bit. All right, take me up to higher prices again. All right, we'll chill out for a little bit. All right, take me up to higher prices again. All right, we're chilling out a little bit. What do you think's gonna happen next? We're using that 21 EMA as like a escalator to higher prices. We're probably gonna go to higher prices. Once we lose that 21 EMA on the 15-minute time frame, then I'll start to worry that maybe I should probably take, you know, cash out on my long for Ripple. Let's see how it's doing right now. It's only up $5. Nothing crazy here. We got to see this thing get up to like $2.30 for me to start raking in the dough. XRP is a stable coin most of the time. Yeah, you're right. You know, but I think once people are done making their money in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana, they're gonna see XRP chilling out as a stable coin. They're gonna take their profits and put it into XRP. And then that's going to cause XRP to go up, and then XRP is not going to be a stable coin anymore, because XRP is going to go up. It's going to get its bid. So yeah, I think the people who are making money in Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin, they're going to put it into Ripple because they think it's a stable coin. But then yeah, XRP is probably going to go up once the money starts pouring in. BTC dominance? Yeah, we can take a look at BTC dominance, and then I think that's going to be it, guys. We looked at Bitcoin, we looked at Ripple, and I can get the rest of my day here going here. But I appreciate all the requests, and the comments, the likes, subscribes, and follows. I appreciate you guys very much. I'm just trying to share my knowledge here and build up this community. Where is BTC dominance? I'm pretty sure I had this here somewhere. Yep, there's BTC dominance. Okay, so BTC dominance. You mentioned BTC dominance. We'll take a look at the higher time frame. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're down. What are we down here? About 0.91% on the on Bitcoin dominance. That's a pretty decent red candle for a daily candle here. I mean, we have seen some pretty decent red candles. Is this the biggest one in recent memory? 0.91%. Let's see, we had a red candle here, 0.24%. Nah. 0.57%. Nah. Let's see. Let's see back here in probably around November. We probably had some pretty good red candles here on Bitcoin dominance. 0.98% on November 22nd. I think that was like around the time that Solana made a new all-time high. And of course, then last week in November going into December was the mini altcoin season that we had. Then after the first week of December, going into the second week of December, we lost that altcoin season as Bitcoin dominance started creeping back up again. And then Bitcoin dominance has been creeping up ever since then. Around like January, after Donald Trump got inaugurated, Bitcoin dominance just kept on going up. But yeah, you might be right. We might be topping out here on Bitcoin dominance. We do have the market cipher B saying we got a red dot saying that it's time to sell Bitcoin and time to get into altcoins. If you haven't done so already. And I would like to see, Bitcoin dominance lose this 21 EMA. It's currently sitting at 64.53%. We're not that far off away from that. Once you lose that 21 EMA, you could be more confident that altcoin season is coming soon. I would like to see this thing continue going down to the 50 moving average here at 62.3% dominance. And then even better would be to see Bitcoin dominance get down to the 200 moving average at 60.4. If you see your Bitcoin dominance get down to the 200 moving average on the daily time frame, that's probably a good time to sell your altcoins and get back into Bitcoin again. Or maybe even a stable coin like XRP. I had to make that joke. But yeah, guys, if you guys haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and you're loving the live stream and my analysis here, me sharing my knowledge about the charts here and crypto, go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and hit that follow button if you're new, so you can see my next live stream. And then go ahead and subscribe if you're one of my YouTube viewers here and you're loving this analysis and you want to be a part of this channel. The next time I go live is going to probably most likely be Monday, because I have a wedding to go to on Saturday and I gotta travel. So it's going to be hard for me to do live streams. Be on the lookout. I'll try to do like a YouTube short and a TikTok video to update you guys on some of these cryptocurrencies. And I might go live on Sunday night if I got the energy to do it and if I get back at a reasonable time. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys coming into the live stream here. And my buddy King Lou says, never sell your Bitcoin because this thing just seems to go up. And if if you're down on it, you just gotta wait, and then it goes back up again. So, seems like a good idea to me. Never sell your Bitcoin. Seems that's a good thing to say around this time, but I don't know if you guys were saying that when Bitcoin was at $70,000 a month ago. It's good to see that we're winning over here, though. There you go. This Bitcoin price, 101,386. Take care, guys, and good luck in investing in whatever asset you decide to get yourself into. Take care, guys.